All right, I made a presentation about Kicksta that I got to show you. All right, we got to talk about this Instagram growth service. I have some things to say about Kicksta. All right, but first, hello. My name is Ethan. I've been doing Instagram marketing for about a decade. I've been working behind the scenes to help companies and individuals gain followers on Instagram. So hopefully I know what I'm talking about. I think I do. And let's just cut right to the chase. Kicksta is a scam website. All right, let me just make that very, very clear. I've purchased Kicksta. I've shown you the results on this channel, but let's just talk about it one more time. Kicksta sells 100% fake followers. All right, there are a lot of websites that do exactly what Kicksta is doing, unfortunately, and they all kind of follow the same script. All right, so here's what they typically say. They're going to say, you know, we have AI growth, we have some kind of algorithm modification that we're going to help you gain followers. We have this huge influencer network and the followers are 100% real. And then they're going to say something along the lines of influencers use us, there's no passwords required, growth is guaranteed, and there's no bots. All right. And well, let's just do a quick little breakdown, shall we? Gain followers, no fake followers, no bots. Kicksta's a little bit different because they do kind of lean into the automation and Instagram outreach automation at least. It doesn't work. But they're gonna tell you that like we're powered by smart automation. You know, influencers use us. Everything is fast and it's organic and we use this AI technology to help find the most targeted people for you. You know, targeted AI growth, the Growth Pods network. I talk about all of this on my channel. They're gonna have like a specific number of followers that you're gaining and you're gonna 10x your engagement and the results are guaranteed. And here's this influencer that uses us and we definitely didn't pay him to say what he's saying. And it just kind of goes on and on. It's very obvious to me, who's just been in this industry for a long time, that Kicksta is a scam. And I've also talked about them before on this channel. I've showed you the results of a Kicksta subscription on this channel. So it's not new to me, but you know, I got to make these videos to let people know because it's a problem. People shouldn't be buying fake followers thinking that they're going to get real followers. That's not good. That's not ethical. So yeah, there's an issue with Kicksta and it's that they're scamming people. They're trying to mislead people and they're just not being forthcoming about what their service is. And they kind of prey on people who don't know anything about Instagram marketing. They prey on people who don't understand that there's no type of, you know, there's no AI targeting that helps them gain followers. Like that doesn't exist. It's all just a farce in order to sell you fake followers because fake followers are really cheap. You can buy fake followers for 10 cents. And if they're selling them to you, you know, for $120 per month, then they're making a lot of money and they can design this beautiful website and they can, you know, run ads and they can, you know, do a lot of search engine optimization so that when you search, what kind of service should I use? Kicksta is going to pop up. And that's a problem because, well, it's a scam. So here's what you get when you sign up for a service like Kicksta. Again, I've reviewed Kicksta on this channel. I've purchased the followers on this channel before, but these are the type of followers that you typically get with any of these services that are scam services, essentially. You're going to get the simple bots where there's no profile picture, there's no bio, and the username is just insane gibberish. Like this is a very, like when most people think like, what does an Instagram bot look like? They're probably gonna say something along these lines. These are simple bots and you're gonna get these types of followers. But then there's also private bots, which are slightly more advanced. They're gonna have a profile picture, they might have a bio, and they're gonna have posts. It's gonna kind of look like it's a real account, but it's just a private account. But usually the dead giveaway is these ratios, the amount of posts, followers, and followings they have is almost always out of whack. And the usernames are still gonna be pretty bizarre. Like these usernames don't make any sense at all. It's just not something you would typically see on Instagram organically. You would only see this in someone's followers if they purchased fake followers. And here's the real tricky one. There's also clone bots. And clone bots essentially take real accounts and they clone them. And then they inflate them with fake followers and they follow a bunch of people and they post the same type of content. They use the same type of bio. They have very similar usernames. So like the username here on the left which is the real account, is very similar to the username on the right. The posts are very similar. You're gonna still see differences. Typically, the fake accounts won't have, if you click on this tagged photo icon over there, you're not gonna see any tagged photos. You're also gonna see essentially no comments on any of these posts over here. And again, the bio is usually not gonna be formatted correctly. It's gonna look weird because, of course, they have to make like tens of thousands of these fake accounts in order to sell a service. So they do them pretty sloppily. So there's still like ways you can tell that these are fake accounts, but you typically have to do some research and you have to see, all right, is there a cafe that is in Germany that they are copying? And I did 1 minute of research when I found this account, and yeah, I found the real account that they cloned. And that's no good because fake accounts like this just don't do anything. They're not going to buy from you. They're not going to engage with you. They're not going to interact with you. They're not going to support your business. There's no utility in having a fake account. And these types of sites like Kicksta started popping up a lot over the past 4 to 5 years. Kicksta's been around actually for a long time because Kicksta used to be an outreach automation site, but they changed. And they started hijacking the Instagress idea. Instagress was an extremely popular outreach automation tool from 2013 to 2017. I think Kicksta was around in 2016, 2017, I think is when they started up, maybe a little bit later, maybe 2018. But Instagress was like the pioneer. Instagress was like the big Instagram outreach automation tool. So what that means is back in like 2017, people logged in to Instagress with their Instagram username, and Instagress was a tool that would interact with thousands of people every day on Instagram. So on Instagress, I know these names are getting a little confusing. Hang in there with me for a second. But Instagress was a tool that helped people gain real followers on Instagram through automation, okay? And Instagram doesn't like that. Instagram does not want you to use automation. They don't want software on the Instagram app. They don't want bots on the app. They don't want any type of automation happening. It's very explicitly written in the terms of service that you cannot automate on Instagram. So in 2017, Instagress got shut down, but people were gaining thousands of real followers every week with Instagress. And here's what their site looks like. This is from 2017. This is the archived version of their site. And yeah, you're gonna see very similar language, even from 2017 of, we automate, we're gonna help you gain followers. It's all very easy and you just gotta plug in your account, set your targets, and all of a sudden you're gonna gain followers. The difference between Instagress and a service like Kicksta is Instagress actually worked. Kicksta is basically just a fake follower seller at this point, and that's not great. So Instagram made outreach automation impossible, so Instagress shut down in 2017. That created a vacuum, and that's when a lot of these companies like Kicksta came in, basically copying this idea that, if you can sell people the idea that you're going to gain followers through some kind of like method, like automation or just like AI or whatever, then you can get people to pay for the service and you can just send them fake followers. Because Kicksta still exists because 90% of people don't care if they get fake followers. Hopefully this is all making sense. I know it's a lot. Instagram, Kicksta, automation, outreach automation. The point is Kicksta is selling fake followers, and they copied the idea off Instagress, which was a legitimate automation tool back in the day. Legitimate meaning it worked and it actually helped you gain real followers, but it was always against Instagram's terms of service. But Instagress got shut down in 2017, which created a huge vacuum. So companies like Kicksta can come in, steal the idea, and because there was no working automation tool, sites like Kicksta just sold you fake followers under the disguise of it being an automation tool. Hopefully that all makes sense, all right? But fortunately, there still are legitimate Instagram growth services that work. And that brings us to Ascend Viral, the company that I own. Ascend Viral is a manual Instagram outreach service. So what that means is we provide you with a personal assistant who grows your Instagram account by hand. There's no automation. It's completely ethical. It's completely safe. The growth is targeted. It's 100% real followers. And there's a 5-day free trial. So if you are interested in legitimate Instagram growth, you can head on over to ascendviral.com. The moral of this video is don't buy fake followers. Just don't buy fake followers. Grow an Instagram account for real. And if you are interested in growing an Instagram account for real, ascendviral.com is a great place to start. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my presentation. I know I'm packed a lot of information really quickly in there, but I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. See ya.